All right, guys. So Seattle, right?
Yes.
Playing some gigs. You came all the way from Oviedo. How did you meet? How did this project get together?
13 years ago, I was playing at a wedding with another band, and Gabriele was one of the guests, special guests. He was playing in church, rock and roll in church. So
Heavy metal.
heavy metal, and so at the reception he had his guitar and amp, and we're like, why don't you join in? He's a super guitarist in our area. He already was, and we jammed, and at the end he was like, oh, we should do something together. This sounded awesome. And that's how it started 13 years ago.
Yeah, but like you have a special thing, which is 3 acoustic guitars, right?
Yes.
Singing, voice. So why 3 guitars?
So guitars, why? Because we have 2 guitars.
Yes.
You have this special thing going. For me, like I listened to it a couple of times in various concerts, various venues over here in the States, over in Berlin. You do something with the songs you play. You know, there's original songs, there's cover songs. But you know, I always feel like you put these things. You take a song that you want, you put it in some kind of bartender mixer, and then something. It's not a smoothie that comes out. It's something very solid and very structured. So how do you do it? What is your recipe for getting songs into your own version?
It's the bartender mix, the bartender sound. The whole project is being designed as a musical challenge. From the very beginning, thanks to Gabriele mainly, the goal was to recreate a full sound of a band just with the 3 guitars. So without any bass, drums, keyboard, horns, piano, just the guitars. And that's why we say we only have 3 guitars, because they're enough. They're enough if you know how to move inside the song.
Yeah, but that's why it's not only the instruments, but it's only how you arrange it. So Gabriele, how do you treat the song that you get in your hand?
La musica è fatta di suono,
Music is made of sound.
è fatta dagli strumenti che producono suoni, però fondamentalmente è un suono per me e quindi cerco di ricreare quel suono utilizzando lo strumento che ho a disposizione in quel momento.
So music is made by instruments who produce sounds. Many sounds that all together to him are a sound, and he reuses instruments, these instruments in this case, to recreate the magic of the specific song, the essentials.
Sì, l'immagine di quel suono, anche se il suono non è lo stesso.
Recreate the image of that sound, even if the sound is not the same.
Può essere un suono percussivo, un suono più melodico e cercare di ricreare quel tipo di immagine, cercando di prendere chiaramente gli elementi più importanti.
It could be a percussive sound, it could be a harmonic, a melodic sound, it could be many things, as long as it's an essential, quintessential element, aspect, feature of that song that you cannot use.
What strikes me about Bartender though, it's you're very versatile. It's not just kind of one sort of thing you do, but you take, I don't know, a tarantella, a bossa nova, some hard rocking stuff or a pop song, and you just kind of transform it into the Bartender
Yes.
mix there. So, if you would like to describe it, how does it sound? What's the essential elements of Bartender?
Noi attingiamo un po' a molti generi musicali, cerchiamo sempre comunque di mantenere un sound molto originale, che poi è la nostra caratteristica principale.
We pick from many different genres. We don't really look at the genre, as long as we love the song, coming from heavy metal, reggae, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But has to have some specific elements that we love, such as an original harmonic, verse or chorus, rather than a beautiful melody, rather than, and it has to be reproduced in our original style.
For you, what struck me seeing you play live, because we've been doing it right for years and years, you're really tight for it. So there's a chemistry going on. How do you work on that? That you're really tight on stage as you are.
Yes, thank you for that. Well, 13 years of a project, even if Valerio joined 4 years ago, replacing another member, that's a lot of training, and especially specific times of the year, we play every day, even more than once. And when it's that tight, you practice every time you have a concert, and if you do it for 13 years,
yes,
on top of practicing, arranging, studying, you get to a very tight sound. Also, Gabriele is our art director, and when we arrange a new song or we compose an original song, he always has very clear in mind who has to do what, who must do something, and not, especially not do something else, you know?
So you're cracking the whip at the rehearsals. Stop here. Yeah.
He's
I saw a little list where it exactly said Davide. No.
No, Davide no, Davide no. Valerio no, sì, no.
Bartender. It's kind of a cool name. It's about someone juggling the drinks and kind of throwing things into the air and then having a nice thing. So why did you choose the name?
The name, it's a long story. Many years ago, we liked a song called Bartender, and we started this band. Mainly at the beginning was more for fun, to play a few local gigs.
Yeah.
We kept the name, which was the name Bartender. Sounded good. Italians could pronounce it properly. In English, it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Very soon after, somebody from Rome, a journalist from Rome, wrote an article about our band. She saw us live, and she said, "Bartender, this trio provides fantastic quintessential music cocktails like a bartender does in a bar." And we loved the concept because that was exactly what we were already doing. And since then we kept the name. In the meantime, the name became popular, more and more popular around the area, so we kept the name. And today Bartender is our...
È il nome che ha trovato noi.
The name found us. We had the name already, but it was mainly because of the sound of it, the meaning, but this article found us. We kept it.
I think what's important though is if you're a good bartender, people will come back to you for more. I mean, that's the main idea.
Yes,
Yeah.
bravo. That happens often. People who come to our shows come back, and people who invite us for the very first time call us back. It's a big privilege for us to be able to play for people who enjoy our project.
And I mean, you're based in Orvieto, like Umbria in
Sì.
Italy. So, but how does your sound, your concept translates into other places? Because you travel a lot all across the globe.
Perché penso che il nostro sound è chiaro, è semplice, è un linguaggio molto chiaro, perché le cose sono organizzate bene, armonicamente, e quindi il messaggio che arriva alle persone è molto chiaro.
Gabriele said is the reason why many people like our sound and our project, our show, is that the sound, the whole complexity of the project is very clear and simple. The harmony, the sound, the melodies, everything's very well, clearly designed, so it's clear. And when something is clear, it's easier for more people to appreciate it, even if you're playing something very complicated, but clearly.
Cioè le persone capiscono perfettamente quello che succede all'interno.
People understand perfectly, he said, from the audience, what's going on inside the song, what Valerio is doing while Gabriele is not doing something and while I'm doing something else.
Yeah, I heard people in the audience saying like, wow, it's like, they were so fast, like who was doing what? That's amazing, Mille grazie a voi.
Grazie.
Grazie, grazie a te.
Keep on serving to the public, all right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Holger.
Grazie.